courage, like the courage he showed last week in affirming his belief in marriage equality. That is the kind of courage we expect from our president, and that's why we support him. We respect his smart and strong foreign policy, and we respect what he's done here at home for equality and equal opportunity for the Latino community. Thank you so much, President Obama, for what you've done. He knows we're in this together, and that together we're stronger than divided. We elected the right president at the right time. It is still the right time, and we have to do this one more time. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to welcome the President of the United States of America, Barack Obama.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Well, thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Well, it is wonderful to be with all of you. There are a couple of special acknowledgments I want to make. First of all, I just want to thank Ricky Martin for being here today. Those of you who haven't caught Evita yet, go out there. I'm sure there's still tickets available. But you know that he's going to be spectacular in it, and I'm so grateful for him stepping out and being willing to support me in this way. I want to thank Donald and Shelley Rubin for not only making this extraordinary event possible, but all that they've done for the civic life of New York. Please give them a big round of applause. Thank you. I want to thank Raj Goyal, who helped to put this together. And he's got two beautiful daughters, one of whom he's still holding like this, and it reminds me of when Malia and Sasha were like this, and now they're like this. But I want to thank Raj for this. Your outstanding Attorney General, Eric Schneiderman, is in the house, so please give him a big round of applause as well. So, we've been busy. We've got a few things to do here. I'm here to ask for your help, but I'm also here because your country needs your help. You know, when we ran 4 years ago, I think we all understood that the campaign wasn't just about me. It was about the commitment we made to each other to make sure that this country lived up to the meaning of its creed. The idea that all of us, if we worked, if we tried, we could make it here in America, regardless of what we looked like, where we came from, who we loved, what our surnames were. The notion that those basic values of responsibility and hard work, of giving back, that's what built this country, and we built it together. And we felt like we had lost some of those core values. You know, when I was first elected, we were looking backwards at a decade of manufacturing moving overseas, and the middle class struggling with flat wages and flat incomes, even though the cost of everything from college to health care had been skyrocketing. We had seen recklessness by some on Wall Street almost bring the economy to its knees, an auto industry that was on the verge of collapse, a foreign policy that had not gained us the kind of respect that we needed in the world, and had cost us over $1 trillion. And so we understood we had a lot of work to do. And the month that I took office, we were losing 800,000 jobs that month, and We had already lost 4 million, and we'd lose another 3 million after that. And so these have been tough times. It's been tough times for the country, tough times for a lot of families all across America. But the good news is the American people have proven to be tougher. And so for all the challenges that we've gone through, we have seen families across America willing to cut back on things they didn't need to make sure that they were looking after their kids and doing the things that they did need to do. There are some people who had to go back and retrain because the industries that they were in were no longer operating at that same capacity. We've seen businesses that had to scale back but did everything they could to keep their workers. And because of all these individual efforts and, frankly, some tough but good decisions that we made early on, we're weathering this storm, and we've seen the country start to come back. 4 million jobs created over the last 2 years alone. Just in the last 6 months, over 1 million jobs. The auto industry all the way back, so that GM is now, once again, the biggest car maker in the world, and producing better cars, because we doubled fuel efficiency standards on cars so that by the middle of the next decade, everybody's going to be getting 55 miles a gallon. That'll save the average family about $8,000. And we'll be taking a whole bunch of carbon out of the atmosphere so that we can make sure that all these wonderful kids who are in attendance are inheriting a planet that hasn't been wrecked because we didn't take the proper decision. We've doubled our production of clean energy, even as our oil production is higher and our imports of oil from other countries are lower. We ended the war in Iraq as promised, and we're now winding down the war in Afghanistan. And so we've done a lot over these last 3.5 years to make sure that the country was able to manage through this crisis that we have not seen in our lifetimes before. But I did not just run, and you didn't just support me, just to get back to the status quo. And we know that there's still families out there that are having a tough time, and people whose homes are still underwater. We still know that there are too many children all across America who don't have the kind of opportunities that we want them to have and that America needs them to have. And so we now come to this point, this election, where the American people are going to have a choice, and this choice is going to be as important as any choice that we've made in a very long time. In some ways, more important than 2008.